What's up, Diddy Dogs? Cuban Missile Crisis here. So last time we took a look at My Story Animated. So now we're gonna Share My Story and rip them a limb or two. I fell in love with my maid, it's all the video. And as you can obviously see in the thumbnail, we are looking at an absolute Chad getting some maid pussy. But I also want to take a look at the maid for a bit. As you can see, she has a blank expression like an unsatisfied sex doll. Speaking of which, she looks like she still plays with dolls when she's not being an obvious stand-in for the artist's waifu. But that's neither here nor there, let's just look at this train wreck.
Hey, I'm from Mexico.
He looks reasonably Hispanic, I'll give him that.
Oh, and my family is kind of wealthy. That's why we have a maid living with us who does the housework. She also has a daughter called Maria.
Hold up.
I just can't gloss over this. What the actual fuck? Look at the maid in the video, okay? Now look at the maid in the thumbnail. They fucking lied to us, the bastards!
Who's 1 year older than me. We never talked much because Maria wasn't allowed to leave her small chamber unless she helped with the housework or had to go to school.
Wait, a small chamber? I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
I know, we didn't treat her well. But a few months ago, she started giving me eye contact, and I always smiled back at her.
And the significance of that is?
I mean, she was quite beautiful. I even tried talking to her, but she was too shy and couldn't bring out a single word. But one Saturday morning, she came into my room to bring me breakfast. I told her, "Oh wow, that looks awesome. Thank you so much." That's when I noticed that she was wearing a rather revealing outfit.
Oh yeah, that's hot. Boner time. Oh no, wait, she goes to school, never mind.
She put the breakfast on my bed, bowed down and said, "Sir, can I do you any other favor?"
Oh yes.
Wow, I could see her bra, and it was so arousing. I offered her to sit down on my bed.
I know where this is going.
So do I, Ricky Berwick. However, I do not think it's a good idea to pull down your pants just yet because we don't know their ages yet.
And eat the breakfast with me together. It was the first time we had a real conversation, and after a few minutes, she said, "It's very cold in here." I responded, "I'm sorry, the air conditioning is too strong, but you can come under my blanket."
So he can come inside of her.
Suddenly, we were laying right next to each other, with my legs touching hers. I even put my hand on her thighs.
Oh fuck yeah, about to get some pussy, boy.
Things were great until my mom came into the room.
God f***ing damn it!
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Don't you hate it when your mom cock blocks you?
She saw us and said, "Oh my god, what are you doing?
Playing Super Smash Bros. The fuck does it look like, you dumb bitch?
How can you sleep with a girl like her?" Maria was so embarrassed. She ran outside. Meanwhile, I tried to explain to my mom that we hadn't slept with each other.
Well, that is technically the truth. However, due to the way it looks, she won't believe you.
But my mom responded, "She only wants to get pregnant by you, so she gets our money."
Okay, I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna have to agree with the mom. That seems pretty reasonable.
Wow, my mom always saw the worst in other people. No wonder, she was a terrible person herself.
Yeah, she was a horrible person. What a bitch. Wait, was?
I mean, our maid was living with us for 5 years, and we still treated her like a worthless servant.
Yo, we're later about to find out that this guy's a piece of shit as well.
My family didn't even pay for Maria's school fees. But I liked her a lot, and we started seeing each other in secret.
Yeah, boy.
I still remember the first time she came into my room at night. She was still shy and only said, "Hey." I stood up and said, "Wow, you look beautiful." But she was so nervous, she couldn't even look me in the eyes. I had never felt more aroused.
The criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
She was wearing a short black dress, and I couldn't help myself. I put my hand on her wrist and pulled her towards me. Then I grabbed her hair, pulled it back, and kissed her.
That is the grossest kissing I've ever seen.
This was the first of many nights we spent together. But then it happened. She told me she was pregnant.
And the true father is Mexican crime boss himself, El Megatrono.
¡Muere! ¡Muere!
I was confused and said, "But we always use protection. How could this happen?" She said she didn't know either, but I had a suspicion.
The whore banged Megatron. But to be fair, who wouldn't?
Maybe after we slept with each other, she had searched the trash and pulled out my protection.
Apparently, she's also a vampire.
But of course, that's just a suspicion. Anyway, it was hard to tell my parents about the baby. Both of them freaked out, and my dad even wanted to throw Maria out on the streets.
Well, that's not overreacting at all.
I was shocked and said, "No, I love her, and I want to be her boyfriend. She isn't as bad of a girl as you think."
Look, my dude, she cheated on you with El Megatrono. She is definitely bad news.
I guess my parents were disappointed I wouldn't marry a girl from a good family.
No, they're pissed because you plowed their maid's daughter and got her pregnant.
But I really didn't care. Maria was a lovely girl, and she was carrying my baby. However, in the first few months of our relationship, I learned that we were quite different. I don't want to sound arrogant, but Maria was less educated than me.
Well, that's not douchey at all.
And I didn't enjoy talking to her much. I still tried to be a responsible dad,
Okay, so it's not El Megatrono's kid.
but when I turned 18, I went to my first party.
So if he turned 18 and she was a year older than him, oh yeah, she is legal.
It was so crazy with all those beautiful girls. I stayed faithful that night and didn't kiss or sleep with another girl.
Okay, thank God.
But afterward, I started having doubts about my relationship with Maria. Maybe I wasn't ready for a family.
Simple, say you're going for milk and never come back.
And things got worse when I went to university. There were so many pretty girls, and many of them were flirting with me.
I know where this is going.
I just couldn't take it anymore. So I went to Maria and said, "I know you'll be angry, but I want an open relationship." She started crying and said, "No, that's not fair." But I responded, "I'm just too young for a serious relationship. I'm sorry." I knew I was a douche because Maria had no choice. She couldn't leave me because she had no money. She was dependent on me. And as horrible as it sounds, I kind of like that because it made me feel powerful.
Time has revealed your true character.
Well, after Maria had given birth, my parents rented us a small apartment next to my university where we moved in. But I partied often and even brought girls home. And yes, I took them into the same bed my girlfriend was lying in. She would act as if she was asleep most of the time.
This is on the same level of fucked up as It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. However, unlike said beloved FX sitcom, it does not have Danny DeVito as a man-cheetah, and thus, I think this video is trash.
But one night, I was drunk, woke her up, and asked if she wanted to join us. But she just started crying and ran outside.
Will our hero redeem himself? Will he make me not want to punch him in the face? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z!
That ruined my mood, and I apologized to her
Ruined your mood? Are you fucking serious?
afterward. Gosh, I knew I was such a jerk, but I still continued. One of my favorite girls I was dating was Mathilde.
Okay, what kind of a fucking name is Mathilde?
She was well educated and funny. I told her I had an open relationship with my girlfriend.
And by that he means he's a piece of shit who cheats on his girlfriend, but she can't leave him because she has nowhere else to go.
And then I asked her if she wanted to move in with us. She was reluctant at first, but finally agreed. It was so awkward when I introduced her to Maria. I said, "Maria, this is Mathilde. We've been seeing each other for a few weeks now, and I want her to become part of our relationship." I could tell Maria was angry. Of course, she wanted me all for herself.
Nice job playing the victim card, douche. Also, go kill yourself.
But that wouldn't happen, and a three-way relationship was still better than me breaking up with Maria. Then I pulled both of them close to me, and
Oh
we
yeah,
all
that's hot. I'm
kissed each
getting a
other.
boner just from
Gosh,
this.
it was
Oh,
one of the
yeah,
most
it's super
exciting
duper
moments
hot.
of my life. But it got even better afterwards. We also all slept in the same bed,
Look at this douchebag acting like he's a fucking pimp.
which I loved, but they didn't get along so well and often insulted each other. Their conflict escalated when Mathilde accidentally used Maria's towel. Maria freaked out and they ended up physically fighting each other wearing short pants on my bed. It sounds terrible, but it aroused me to see them fight over me.
This guy is giving rich Mexicans a bad name.
However, I still broke up the fight
Okay, at least he did that.
to make sure no one got hurt. In the end, Maria and I decided it couldn't continue like that. And now my parents are paying her $1,000 each month to rent her own apartment where she raises my daughter. I take care of my daughter on the weekends, and I really enjoy being a dad. But university is more important right now, so I can find a good job one day and provide well for both my daughter and
No wonder why Maria fell for him. He got moves like Jagger.
Maria.
So obviously, that's the end of the video. I'm not going to look at bonus store because I don't want to get any more of the coronavirus. This guy's literally a narcissistic sociopath. He gives Mexicans a bad name. Fuck him.